have a Green Lantern tattoo. Over here I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can prove I don't know anything about football if I need to. But yeah, every year, same thing happens, every year is people, hey, how about them Knowles? Like I would be like, I don't follow sports, which every sports fan takes to mean, I missed last night's game, but please explain to me everything that happened in great detail, and if I try and cut you off, just talk louder. So, I've come up with what I'm gonna finally start doing whenever I'm asked, hey, how about them Knowles? I'm gonna have to return with, actually, a Seminole Indian killed my father. And then see what happens, well, you don't like how they got killed in that third quarter? Nah, probably not. Probably not. Good luck, sports fans. So my parents live way out Old St. Augustine Road, which is way out, not near campus, you don't have to worry about it. Way out in the woods. That's where I grew up. Surrounded by trees. We had no neighbors around us, surrounded by trees. And I was going to visit them recently, and I hadn't been out there in a while, and my wife was meeting us out there. She got there about an hour before me, which, so she already knew things I didn't know. So I get to my parents' house, and like I said, I hadn't been out there in a while. I get out of my car, I'm gonna walk up to the house, and as I'm walking, I hear something from the woods, which I interpret. Well, okay, here's what I heard. I was walking to the woods, and then from the woods I hear, hello, from the woods. It's like I was like, what the hell was that? Like a British kid in the woods? And so I waited, and I was like, I couldn't have heard that. Nah, I didn't hear that. Then I had to convince myself that I didn't hear something. You ever convince yourself you didn't hear anything? That's not how that goes. Usually you're convincing someone else that they didn't hear something, like, you guys don't hear ringing or buzzing? They're like, no, dude, just don't sit next to the speakers. There's nothing. But convincing yourself you didn't hear something, totally weird. So I did. It's like, I didn't hear that. I took one more step, and I heard it again. Hello! And I was like, oh, there he is. It's like a British lad in the woods. He's lost, I guess. And so I was like, I gotta call back to him, in his native tongue. So I went, hello? And he answered back, hello? And I was like, oh, we've made contact. So for just a moment in time, me and a small British lad in the woods are communicating. We're not having a very deep conversation, but we're being very cordial. Hello, hello, hello. And then a moment of that, and all of a sudden I realized my wife is standing right next to me, and I go, whoa, what are you doing? And she goes, what are you doing? I was like, I'm talking to the British lad in the woods. You don't hear the British lad? And she goes, that's a goat. What I didn't know was that a woman had moved in behind us with goats. And so I said, no, why is there a British lad? Why is it, hello, hello? And we waited, and finally, the goat answered back. And I was like, no, he said hello. When you weren't here, he was talking to me with a British accent. He said hello. I called back to him. We said hello both to each other. You did. You know how animals will talk to you sometimes when nobody's around, and all of a sudden someone comes around. They're just making animal noises again, but you heard him talking to humans speak. So, anyway, we're divorced now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thanks, guys. You guys like celebrity impressions?
Yeah.
Good. It's irrelevant. I'm going to do them. I just like to ask.